Hello and welcome to our astrological vibrations for Monday, May 18th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nourish the universe and the universe nourishes me. You may be able to hear the cries of a cat who would like some nourishment. There's much to say. He's been whining for a little bit, so you may hear that. Today, astro-wise, kind of a quieter day. There's some stuff that we're building to, but I think that's good because we're still adjusting to the shifts. How did you feel this weekend? I always get knocked out by Jupiter going retrograde, and I think the Venus retrograde, like on top of that, just was like, I was a stack of dominoes. They pulled the wrong stick out on Jenga for me. Knocked me out. So today is kind of like adjust and really tune in to these Taurus lessons because we're down to our final 2 days of Sun in Taurus. Early Wednesday morning, we have the Sun moving into Gemini. More shift and more monkeys. The monkeys are multiplying swiftly. So we really do want to utilize this grounded Taurus energy. And we really want to be able to focus on what we value. That to me is the highlighted lesson of Taurus, because when Gemini comes and the monkeys get short-circuited, sometimes we can forget to be grounded in what we value. So what is it you value? Really tuning in, even physically, it's physical, it's earth energy, physically making a list of, in my relationship, I value this. In my health, I value this. In my world, I value this. In my job, I value this. Like really focusing in on that and spending some quality time nurturing these energies that you value. So, besides that going on, the only real connection that we're having today is the moon and Mercury. So emotional energy meets mental energy, which is good because you know what? We're building to a new moon as well, and it's going to be in Gemini later this week. And so we really want to get our emotions and our mental energy finding harmony. Now I'm going to say the thing that I always say in regards to mental emotional energies, and this is something I have in my chart. Our brain loves to tell stories. In fact, it likes to be so far ahead of what's happening. It likes to know. It's like, ha 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 ha, I knew that. I told you so. Our brain is constantly doing that to us. Problem is, our feelings are usually like bopping along behind it and like, oh my gosh, that story. I feel so many things from the stories. And so we can be telling stories about things that are not even true, and then we're feeling the things that are not even true, and then we've taken ourselves in a spiral. So today, as Mercury is moving through Gemini, monkeys are telling tons of stories, and the moon in Aries is ready to rant or ready to propose its love. It's ready to come flying in swiftly in regards to any of the stories that are told. So be very aware of the stories that you are telling. Also, Mercury at 13 degrees, it may trigger a little bit, so do be aware of that. And if that's happening, go back to the foundation. Go back to being grounded. What is it you value? Now, the other thing that may be playing a part in this, we're building to that Venus-Neptune square. We are not there exact yet, and yet it is happening. And so do be aware that illusions may be coming up in relationships with yourself, in relationships with God, Spirit, Universe, in things that you used to even think, whether it was about yourself or something else. Do be very aware of this. Again, the grounded energy and knowing what you value is going to help support you in and through that. Final thing of note, we are building into the dark of the moon. So we're going to have a new moon on Friday, like I said, in Gemini. We'll have the sun shift before then, but like it's another kind of shifty week. So do be aware between this Venus retrograde and the moon coming into dark of the moon energy. Some old stuff. Oh, and Lilith and Chiron still hanging out together. Old stuff. Old trauma, old pain may be surfacing to be felt and dealt with. So just be very aware of that. To be felt and dealt with. The celebration card, this to me has turned into the, Oh, the rain is coming. The feels are feeling. And yet we dance anyway because, oop, knocking over my table. Emotions. It helps. It helps. This is my octopus dance. So, besides that, whew, I know things are changing in the world. Possibilities. Possibilities card showing up, and the rebel and intensity. What I would say with this, I also have the ripeness card in reverse. Be aware when you are trying to rush in based on this possibility that you may not be ready yet, the world may not be ready yet. Tune in. Let me see if I can get one more card. Tune in. Tune into your intuition. Mars in Pisces, even though Venus is currently retrograde. Mars in Pisces, the innocence card. But this innocence card is like tuning into your inner master. Like, do listen to yourself with this before fools rush in, you know? That kind of energy. Really tune in. How am I being called to move? Or Mahalo will tell you. Okay, so that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. For those of you who emailed me, I will be getting back to you. I just had to take this weekend to with this energy. So, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.